Hi. Are you the cycle breaker? So this is on my mind. I was texting back and forth with one of my best friends, and we were talking about breaking cycles. And I told her, she's a cycle breaker. I see her as a cycle breaker. And I started thinking about that, and I thought about it in my own life. And I realized that I could not break cycles until I told myself the truth. Are you telling yourself the truth? Is the question that I'm asking, because I know for a good while I was not telling myself the truth. I was telling myself of I don't even know if there's a version of the truth, but I wasn't being completely honest with myself. Case in point, I have been, if you follow me for any length of time, you know that I've talked about my health journey. Specifically, my main focus is my the regulation of my blood pressure and losing weight. Um, and so that's been a journey over the course of years. And so, this is not anything new. These are things that I had been dealing with for a long time. And there was a period when I was telling myself that I was doing all that I could possibly do. Like, I don't know why this isn't happening for me. I'm doing everything I could possibly do. And that wasn't true. There were more things that I could have done. And what changed for me, what broke the cycle for me, was a commitment to being consistent with walking every day. I enjoy walking, but I had not been consistent. I kind of be on and off, and walk a little here, maybe. And so a year ago this month, I signed up for this. What was that challenge? There's an app called Healthy Wage. I think that's what it's called. And they had a challenge to walk 100 miles in the month of June. This was June 2024. And it was a free challenge. And I was like, well, sign me up for the free Not that I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap, but my budget has been extremely tight, especially for the past year or so. So I was like, oh, it's free. Sign me up. So I signed up for this free challenge for June to walk 100 miles. And baby, my body was not used to walking 100 miles in a month. Like, it just was not. So it was a huge challenge for me. And I knew that I had to walk a certain amount of miles a day in order for me to make it to my goal. But of course, I had my little days where I would phone it in and maybe do like a mile or so. I'm like, oh, I can't do any more. But I had to get my mind, I had to get, I had to break out of that cycle of my mind telling me that I could not do. And so I had to learn how to push myself a little, not push myself in an unhealthy way where now, the ambulance is coming, but push myself in a way that was healthy. Like, you can go a little longer. You can do this. And so I was breaking a cycle. And so when I went through that month, I was all excited because I thought, well, surely, I'm going to, lose some weight because all this miles I've been walking that I've been walking. And like, I really didn't lose much of anything. but I gained a different mindset. I broke a cycle. And that next month, boom, weight started coming off and it's continued to come off. And it's been slow and gradual. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with seeing progress. But I know that I wasn't doing everything that I could do, even though I was telling myself, well, I, I'm doing everything I could possibly do. No, I wasn't. So breaking a cycle often, or I would say probably always, comes with you telling yourself the truth. This could apply to anything. What are you not telling yourself the truth about? So I've also been learning how to, create music. I've always had music in my head, sounds in my head, song lyrics that I've written over decades of things. And I kept saying, "Oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this." Well, you can only talk so much before you get on your own nerves. And so I got on my own nerves and I started trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to bring together for me to begin to do this? So I'm very proud of the fact that the music on my channel, when it comes to my introduction or and even the segue into this video, is all created by me. The beat, the lyrics, the vocals, all of that is created by me. That comes from breaking a cycle of saying, "Ah, I want to do this. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, what if people don't like it? Whatever." There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like, what you create, and that's okay. It's okay. So think about your life and think about the cycles that you want to break. And here's something else I would say that goes along with breaking a cycle. Do you know people in your life that have already pushed past whatever cycle that you're trying to break? Do you have people in your life that you admire or that you look up to or that you respect that could hold you accountable? They could be an accountability partner. If you're saying that, if there's something you want to do, is there someone who's aligned with that you can just approach and say, "Hey, listen, this is something that I'm really trying to do, and I would really love it if I could just check in with you once a week, once a month, once a quarter, whatever." Like, don't overwhelm yourself, because you're like, that once a week, that's adding too much. No, whatever works for you, because it's good to have a team. It's good to have people in your corner to remind you of, what you said you wanted to do. It is. And it's also good to have people in your corner that will tell you the truth and be like, I don't think that's a good idea. Now you can do whatever you want to do. That's my famous saying there. You can do what you want to do. I think I got that from Dad. I feel like Dad used to say that. You can do what you want to do. This is what I'm telling you. So break your cycles. Break your cycles. I'm not saying it's easy. Don't think that at all. It's not easy. But golly, it's worth it. I'm showing my age with golly. It's worth it. Breaking a bad cycle is worth it. And guess what? You create new cycles. New cycles that fit the world that you are creating for yourself. Because we're all creators. Like, we come from the creator. It's just a part of us. It's in our DNA. We all create something. We're like, "I'm not a creator." Yes, you are. There's something that you're creating daily. And so that's my word today. Break the cycle. Are you a cycle breaker? I'm going to say yes, you are. It's just a matter of when you want to accept it and when you want to tell yourself the truth. Thanks so much for watching today. You are the best part of Unexplained Peace, and I hope you'll stick around. I'm still out here trying to make these videos. We got 3 years in the game. Might start doing some different things. One of my best friends said something to me about trying a different format. We'll see how that goes. I might do a little test run with that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I got to do what's in my heart and I got to do what I'm passionate about. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thanks so much for being along for the ride, and I'll see you next week because I'm trying to stay on top of this. I'm trying to stay on top of releasing a video every Friday, and hopefully I'll get to a point where I can grow to do more. But right now, I'm gonna keep it right here. I broke the cycle of telling myself that I was gonna create a YouTube video, so here I am. Next step, we'll see. All right, have a great one. Thanks for watching.